So in this segment, we're going to talk about the DML part of SQL or SQL, data manipulation language. We're specifically looking at data within tables that we want to add a new record. So we use the insert statement, or modify the data, we use the update statement, or we want to get rid of it and it's the delete statement. So within the DML part of SQL, where we're manipulating the data within a table, there's usually three major commands, which are insert, update, delete, and we're going to look at those. The nice thing is major databases such as Oracle, SQL Server, MySQL, Vertica allow you from the GUI interface, the graphical user interface, such as SSMS, not the command line where you're typing each command, but things such as within Oracle Enterprise Manager, or MySQL interface, or in this case, SSMS, and there's other third-party products such as Toad, allow you to auto-generate your SQL. So we're going to auto-generate the SQL and tweak it as a fast way for us to learn. So within the person table that has all those fields, let's see if we want to insert. So I'm going to do a right-click, go to script table as, insert, and have it auto-generate the SQL for me. So the syntax to insert a row is insert into, and then you identify the table's name. So the table name is person, so insert into table person. And then between brackets, for braces, we're going to have the list of fields that we're inserting. Then we have value, and then the list of the fields that we're entering data into. So suppose I don't want to enter into all of those fields. I'm specifically interested in just the title, first name, middle name, and last name. And just close the braces over here. So open braces and braces. All I'm interested in is title, first name, last name. So I need to do the same thing over here as well, is I need to put it in the same order, the values, comma separated. And the nice thing is when it's auto-generated, it reminds me what the data type is. So it's reminding me that if you're looking for a title, the title is varchar 8. So in this case, I remember it's a character. So I'm going to, if it's a character, I need single quotes around it. So I'm just going to put Mr. If it's numeric, you don't need that single quote. So in this case, title, we're putting Mr. First name, we're going to put, again, between single quotes, Michael. For last name, and comma, Jordan. So now we're saying we're inserting into this table, into the title, Mr. Notice it's the same order, first name, Michael, last name, Jordan, close braces. The commas are in the middle, but not after the last field. The commas are in the middle, but not after the last field. If we click execute, that row is inserted into the table. Given that all the required fields, the not null fields, are populated. Okay, so that's the insert statement. It's insert, the name of the table, the list of the fields, comma separated, with the last one not having a comma, and then the values between braces or brackets in the same order, comma separated, with that last one not having a comma. And then for varchar, or characters, or things that have decimals, we're going to need that single quote to identify them. Now we're going to move on to the update. So we're going to right-click, generate, update, query. With the update, it's slightly different, where it's update, and then the table name, and then set, and then notice it has the field name and what the value is. So suppose we'd like to, we're going to choose again title, first name, last name. So we were to set title. What do I need the value to be for that title? Well, I want to change it from Mr. to Miss. And then the first name from Michael to Michelle. and then last name from Jordan to Jamie. Okay, now this would execute and it's going to go in an update. However, there's something that we left out for now, which is the where clause, which means that if I was to run this, it would not just update one specific record, it will update all of them because I need to filter, and that's what that where clause is. However, when we get into the select statement, there's a whole section about the where clause where we're going to talk about filtering. So that's where we're going to discuss that. So if I was to specify a record, in this case, I don't want to update all of them. I just want to update where the first name is equal to Michael and the last name is equal to Jordan, then I need to add a where statement, which would be where first name is equal to this and last name is equal to that. However, we're not discussing this here right now. We're going to discuss it more in the select statement query with the filters of the where clause. But for now, just be aware that this is what the update looks like. And of course, you could put the condition, which would be where, and then the rest of it, which is discussed in more detail under the where clause. And then finally, the delete statement, which is script, delete. And this is where we could have put a delete. Now we want to get rid of the row altogether. So if we put delete from and then the table name, it's going to delete all the rows in there from that table. But we don't want to delete all of them. We want to delete specific rows. So this is where the where clause comes in, which will be where, let's say the first name is equal to Michael and the last name is equal to Jordan. And again, that's going to be discussed in more detail. But just to know the syntax and the three commands on a higher level, when we talk about the data within a table, it's the insert. And the syntax is insert into the table name. Between braces, you list the fields or the column names in the order that you like, and then the values in the exact order that matches the fields. Next is the update, where it will be update the table name, and then set the list of fields equal to the values that you'd like them to have. This will update all the rows, but we don't want all the rows. Then in that case, we'll put a where clause and then put the condition that we want, where this field is equal to this and that field is equal to that, which was discussed more when we get into the where clause. And then delete, which is delete from, and then the table name, but we're not looking to delete all the rows, specific rows. So this is where we need the where clause, which would be where the first name is equal to this, the last name is equal to that, and then we execute it. But at this point, we wanted to share the three major commands, which is the insert, update, and delete. With this, we come to the end of this session, and we'd like to thank you for joining us. And also, don't hesitate to visit our website at learnitcoursesonline.com to leave your feedback and reviews. And also look at our events. We have a lot of free sessions, and we'd be more than happy to have you join at any given time, and also sign up with us for our newsletter. Thank you and have a wonderful time.